guys and Nicolas Cage fans, welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Alan Brinkat and today I'm going to review the latest action comedy film, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. This movie is directed by Tom Gorican and stars Nicolas Cage, Pedro Pascal, and Tiffany Haddish. The fictionalized version of Nick Cage must accept a $1 million offer to attend the birthday party of a dangerous superfan. Things take a wildly unexpected turn when Nick Cage is recruited by a CIA operative and forced to live up to his own legend, channeling his most iconic and beloved on-screen characters in order to save himself and his loved ones. Now, just from the concept alone, Nicolas Cage playing a fictionalized version of himself, that's already, to me, a price of admission. I was actually really interested in this film going in. Nicolas Cage has been probably one of the most interesting actors, to say the least. I would say he's one of the most original actors because his roles in movies are pretty much quite extraordinary.
That's one way of looking at it. The other is you get to keep 75% and not go to prison for the rest of your life. Like an elk?
He makes some good films, mixed films, and some bad ones. Like, he's one of those actors is that when you see him in a film, he has that likable screen presence. Even though there are some bad Nicolas Cage films, he's always the best part because his acting in those films is something quite remarkable, to say the least. So with this concept alone, I'm very interested in this film, and guys, I walked out of this film having a blast with this film. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is definitely a movie for Nick Cage fans, for Nicolas Cage, because this movie definitely does reference his older movies, and they use that with comedy, and I thought they used that very, very well in this film. This is definitely kind of like a love letter, and also kind of a spoof of Nicolas Cage, and I thought this film does a really good job doing that. I just love the idea. It's basically reminding me of This Is the End. Remember this Seth Rogen End of the World movie where actors are playing fictionalized versions of themselves? That's basically this movie with Nicolas Cage, and I really like that concept. I thought this concept made this movie so much fun. Nicolas Cage in this film, let's talk about him. Man, he was great in this film, playing himself. I thought he basically plays one of the most difficult roles he's probably ever played, himself. A fictionalized version of himself, and Nicolas Cage looked like he had a blast making this film, and he does a really great performance in this film. He is so charming in the film, but also he provides probably one of the best jokes that I have seen this entire freaking year. And the thing that sparkles this film is actually the chemistry between Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal, who is also great in this film. I love them two together. Them two in this movie made this movie so much fun to watch. Their chemistry is bloody hilarious in this film, where to the point where I almost got bust laughing. Just love them two together. There are some action scenes in this film. It's an action comedy, and the action is just a lot of fun to watch. It definitely brings up the fun for a summer movie, and that's what The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent does. It's a fun summer movie that knows exactly what it is, not taking itself way too seriously, because the plot, if you think about it, is very ridiculous, but the movie freaking knows it. I think the comedy in this film provides some of the best jokes that I have seen this entire year, because most of this film is Nicolas Cage kind of making fun of himself, or the film makes fun of Nicolas Cage with his filmography and all that stuff, and I thought it completely works in this movie. This film isn't perfect though, it's not the best of the year or anything, it's just a great representation of a fun movie that knows exactly what it is, not taking itself way too seriously, but this film does have some issues. I would say the middle of this film, the second act, did slow the film down quite a little bit. I thought the second act kind of dragged the film on a little bit. I feel like the film is way too long than it actually is. And also, I would say Tiffany Haddish was just fine in the movie. I'm not against Tiffany Haddish. I think Tiffany Haddish is a good actress. I think she's a good comedian. But in this film, I just thought her character and this other guy, I didn't know his name, I'm going to put his name right there. He's been in some comedy movies. I thought the characters are just okay in the film. They're trying to be way too funny than it actually is. And some of their jokes work, but most of their jokes didn't work. I thought some of the jokes get a bit repetitive with their characters once in a while. But guys, overall, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is just a fun movie that knows exactly what it is. It's Nicolas Cage playing himself, and it provides some of the funniest bits of the movie. I love the chemistry between Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal. Love their chemistry together. This film is just a fun action comedy ride about Nicolas Cage playing himself, and I thought this film does a really great job of knowing exactly what it is. I am going to give The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent a B.
Stop it. Get some help.
So guys, that is my review for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like this film, hate this film, or you thought it's okay? Just let me know in the comments below. And what is your favorite Nicolas Cage quote of all time? Are you expecting film? I'm going to go with something different. What is your favorite Nicolas Cage quote? Well, mine is right here.
Have you ever been dragged to the sidewalk and beat until you pissed blood?
This line cracks me up every single time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Facebook, Stardust, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. Keep contact with me. And make sure you guys subscribe to my channel notified for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. And have a nice day.
Nick Cage.